It's early morning at the south end of Puget Sound. The pullers and supporters from the Chehalis, Cowlitz, Puyallup, and Nisqually canoe families have joined the Squaxin Island Canoe Family to start the journey to this year's Potlatch.
Right here, let me just grab water for me then.
This 2-week journey will take the canoe families up through Puget Sound, across the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and into the Canadian Gulf Islands, traveling to the largest canoe gathering of modern times. Here, Cowlitz Chief Roy Wilson blesses the Cowlitz canoe family. The journey experience is intended to build upon the Nuchanoth and Coast Salish traditions of potlatching, or gathering for a festival.
We ask permission to leave your shore.
Over the years, the canoe journey experience has become an important teaching tool for the canoe families, made up of pullers and ground support, young and old. We asked many on the journey, why is it important to have our children participate?
To answer that question, I must look back to before the white man came here. Our children, who are our heritage, grew up in the village. Their first time in the sweat lodge was probably when still on mama's breast. By the time they got old enough to go on their first vision quest and then later enter into their adult ventures, they had learned these things so that when they became elders, they had this rich heritage they could pass on to the next generation of children. If we don't take our children with us on these journeys like this, then what's going to happen to the following generation? They are our heritage. They are our future. They are our present. They are our past. They are our life. So I thank the Creator for our children.
Each year, members of a canoe family work together in a journey of cultural and spiritual renewal. Traditional songs and dances are performed, and canoes travel traditional routes as they travel to the potlatch. At each village, the canoes are greeted with traditional protocol, and host villages provide meals and an opportunity for the families to rest and perform their traditional songs and dances. The rhythm of each day helps many understand the medicine wheel teachings.
Grandfather sun rising in the east begins the day. Grandfather sun rises to the south, where it reaches its highest point, the warmest time of the day. Grandfather sun dances around to the west, sets in the west, bringing on the maturity of the day, and then around to the north. But life begins in the east with the child. By the time you get to the warm pot of life, the passionate time, that's our youth. And when we get to the west where the sun, grandfather's sun sets, that's the time of maturity life, the adults. And so we get to the north, that's the time of the elders. It's a part of the circle of life. And so our elders are helping our children as they're growing to be youth. We must be together. We must be a part of the wheel together in our activities, just as we are in the teachings of the wheel. And therefore, we all are receiving from each other. So, but when we think of the elders, we're not just thinking of the gray hairs and the white hairs, but that youth is an elder to the child. So we're all children, we're all elders. We all learn from each other. We're all a part of each other.
As the canoes moved further north, more and more children had the opportunity to witness their culture. Here at the Port Gamble Sklalams Point Julia, a large crowd welcomes the canoes.
Well, I have 2 teenage boys that are on the journey. This year we have our own family canoe that we'll be bringing on the journey as well. The most important thing, I think, is to teach my kids survival, strength, how to do for themselves, how to be strong, how to, in every way, cultural, spiritual, in themselves. The rewards of having my children on the journey would be the feeling, the strength that they have in themselves, the watching them leave, watching them land, being there when they come in, how strong they are, tired and so happy that they made it. They're so proud of themselves. And
As the journey unfolds day by day, many youth learn about and see things they have never encountered before. Each day has its lessons. We asked some of the children what they've learned on the journey. For many, information they would have never learned in school.
Well, you learn to speak different languages like Jamestown and Ella, and the canoe protocols, paddling protocols.
Like when I went to Lummi with my auntie, she taught me lots of things like how to take care of babies and stuff. Cause I had to take care of my little cousin, and then like how to cause my other cousin Braylon, Bowtop, she helped me with some stuff. She was on the canoe, and I got to watch them go on the land. It was really fun.
Because it's a lot of fun because you get to learn new songs and new dances that you haven't learned before.
The songs are really cool, and you can learn lots of column words just from the songs.
For me, I like to learn new songs. There's a song that I just learned, and it's called the Love Song, because it's about a woman who lost her loved one, and she sings out to him.
Squaxin Island skipper Davy George Christ.
To show them the culture, the culture's been kind of not known to the youth that much, and that this will bring it back, the canoe way of life, because we go to the potlatches and they learn the songs and learn how to dance and stuff like that, and listen to the elders that are up there talking, and some of the songs that were brought back too from years ago. And the youth on the canoe journeys, they take that and they start learning it, and then they grow with that.
Many of the youth here today will be at next year's canoe journey, a year older and a little wiser from having experienced this gathering. From Tribal Journey 2008, Paddle to Cowichan, I'm Mystique Hurtado, reporting for Northwest Indian News.